It's Fat Pack Friday! And here we have a Scars of Mirrodin Fat Pack. Now, in the journey through every Fat Pack in history, we are skipping forward a little bit. But never fear. We're getting close on the Patreon to be able to get back in order, which is awesome. We're about halfway to that. And in the meantime, I still have about 20 Fat Packs to open up. We just have to skip forward for a little while so we can go back. So that's okay, right? So we have Scars of Mirrodin, which came out in October 2010. And I was just getting back into the game around this time. This was also right around the time when they went from 8 boosters to 9 boosters in Fat Packs. This one you'll see has 8, but Mirrodin Besieged has 9, and I'm not sure where the transition is, but I know it's in this block. The design team was Mark Rosewater, Mark Gottlieb, and many others. And it was the 53rd expansion. It featured 249 cards with 101 commons, 60 uncommons, 53 rares. And a little bit about the storyline. The metal plane of Mirrodin shines under the light of 5 suns, but is now tarnished by the deadly scourge known as Phyrexia. Besides the Mirrodin-Phyrexian conflict, the story also revolves around several planeswalkers. Elspeth Tyrell returns while a new planeswalker by the name of Koth is introduced, who appears to be of Volshok heritage and thus would be native to Mirrodin. His card, Koth of the Hammer, making his acronym of the same card, Venser and Tezzeret are also involved in the storyline. Wait, making an acronym name of the card. Oh, I get it. Koth of the Hammer is also Koth. Yeah. Anyway, we had some Infect, Metalcraft, Proliferate, Imprint, and you deal with poison counters, emblems, all sorts of fun stuff. I'm a big Infect guy. I played, before I had to sell my Modern deck, I played Infect in Modern. I would play Infect in Vintage or Legacy. I love my poison counters. In terms of, crazy pulls, I mean, it's led by, obviously, Mox Opal, which has been reprinted in Modern Masters, but it still remains pretty valuable. And you've got their rare cycle of lands like Black Cleave Cliffs. You've got stuff like Wormcoil Engine, which was reprinted in a Commander deck. Sword of Body and Mind, Skitherix, or Skittles, or whatever people want to call it. Elspeth Tyrell, Venser, and a whole host of other interesting cards that you can open. So this Fat Pack contains the 8 packs, as well as the awesome die. I hope I get the red one, or I hope maybe they're all red or something. But the corrosion has begun. The metal plane of Mirrodin shines under the light of 5 suns, but it's now tarnished by the deadly scourge known as Phyrexia. As you travel this threatened land, you know a conflict is brewing. Oh, the Phyrexians. They're not always... I think they're misunderstood, I think they just want to do their thing. They just want to be Phyrexians. Oh my gosh. Some industrial grade shrink wrap on this thing. I definitely bought booster boxes of Scars when it first came out. When I came back into the game. When I was just buying packs, I wasn't even really playing. I never drafted, never did anything like that. Let's unveil the poster, which now with the face cam, you can get a much better look at. Oh, it's ripping. I hate that. Oh, now it peels nice. Ew. Very cool. So bummed that ripped. We have our player's guide. Great shape. Tells you a little bit about everything that's going on. Oh yeah, I forgot. This still had the. They went from giving you a full book somewhere along the lines. Now, the really old ones all came with books. Then they went to this garbage. The sample chapters, which I guess if you're the author of the book, this is kind of nice for you, because then people actually hopefully go out and buy the book you worked hard to write. So, I get that, but I don't know. We did not get a red die. We got a blue die. Die, my dicey. Don't say a single word. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. So let's get into these Scars of Mirrodin packs. So tell me, were you drafting around this time? I always save these little land packs to draft with. And to have something kind of unique. I did not... Holy shrink wrap. They spent all their money on shrink wrap. There's a symbol. Very cool die to add to my collection. Now, could I just go out and buy all these die? Sure. But you know what? The collection's going to mean a lot more to me because I actually earned it. I didn't just go out and buy. It's a lot of like those Insta collectors in vintage video games, right? I could just go buy a full library of Nintendo games, but I prefer to look for them and try to find them at flea markets and things like that on the cheap. Although that's basically impossible these days, especially to find them like in a box. Because, people aren't stupid, so they know this stuff's worth money. A lot of it didn't used to be until, people my age started getting real jobs and wanting to relive their youth. What a bunch of jerks. Shatter. Bring back Shatter Storm. Wait, what do we got? Volition Rights? Rains? Golem Artisan. Golem. Throne of Geth. Good old Ratchet Bomb. And a poison counter. Ratchet Bomb is tap, put a charge counter on Ratchet Bomb. Tap, sacrifice Ratchet Bomb, destroy all non-land permanents with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Ratchet Bomb. So, at times, you have to be kind of strategic with it, but definitely a strong card. Trigon of Corruption. Grafted Exoskeleton. Mir Smith. And a Horde Smelter Dragon. 6 mana for a 5/5 flyer. Pay 3 in a red. Destroy target artifact. Horde Smelter Dragon gets plus X plus O till end of turn, where X is the artifact's converted mana cost. That is some hate. That is some hate. You know what's funny is I went to a hobby store the other day, and I was like, hey, they have Magic cards here. It's like a remote control car store. I'm kind of getting back into the RC hobby a little bit. And of all the random things, they had random loose packs of Homelands. Isn't that weird? They didn't have like any old vintage packs or anything like that. They had new stuff and then a pile of Homelands packs that they wanted $4 each for. Oh. Where is that, Homelands? Where is it? Slice in Twain. I think we have a foil in this. Trigon of Mending. Barrage Ogre. Leonin Arbiter. 1 and a white for 2/2. Players can't search their libraries. Any player may pay 2 for that player to ignore this effect till end of turn. No. Just felt premature foilization. Foil speculation? No. I don't know. I'm going to try to do... I've got New Phyrexia and I've got Mirrodin Besieged, so I'll try to do those in order, just so you guys know what's coming up on the Fat Pack Fridays. Trigon of Infestation. Corrupted Harvester. Oh, we got a Mythic. Liege of the Tangle. 8 mana, 8/8, trample with a wall of text. Whether the Liege of the Tangle deals combat damage to... Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may choose any number of target lands you control and put an Awakening counter on each of them. Each of those lands is an 8/8 Greed Elemental creature for as long as it has an Awakening counter on it. They're still lands. That's gross. Commander players gotta play that, right? Oh, we have a foil Thrumming Bird. Decent card to take in the Modern Masters Proliferate deck. Down to just a few packs. We opened 1 Mythic already, so odds are not in our favor to find something like a Mox Opal or an Elspeth, but Liquid Metal Coating is a card. Bloodshot Trainee. Barrage Ogre. And Kembra, Rhea Regent. Whoa. Whoa, Kembra. You know, I gotta get some better overhead lights. It feels like this kind of a little shadowed, but... Good God! Alright. Oh my God, it's got me all flustered. 1 and 2 white, 2/4. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a 2/2 white cat creature token onto the battlefield for each equipment attached to Kembra. Zoinks! Yeah, maybe it's just a screen I'm looking at, though. Like, I have the output going to an external screen, and it looks kind of dark, but... I peeked at that foil. I peeked. Infiltration Lens. Real Smith. Contagion Clasp. Oh, and Contagion Engine. Contagion, not Contagion. Holy cow, Contagion. Contagion Engine, 6 mana. When Contagion Engine enters the battlefield, put a -1/-1 counter on each creature target player controls. Pay 4, tap, proliferate, then proliferate again. Instead of just saying proliferate twice, but we have a foil Drosshopper. So we're going to go Scars, Mirrodin Besieged, New Phyrexia. Then I'm not sure. We might knock out some old core sets. I've got a bunch of like random 2011, 2012 core set boxes that I was able to get very affordably because there was no crazy pulls in them. Razor Hippogriff. Barbed Battle Gear. Rust Tick. Prototype Portal. 4 mana with Imprint. When Prototype Portal enters the battlefield, you may exile an artifact card from your hand. Pay X and tap. Put a token that's a copy of the exiled card on the battlefield. X is the converted mana cost of that card. Alright, last pack. Come on, Mox Opal. I love you. I'm trying to give the pack a little love, you know. That's okay, either way. It's fun to open this, especially because for me, it's making me remember when I was coming back to the game. I probably opened a ton of Mox Opals, and I was like, oh, Mox Opal, what's this garbage? I'll trade that for a $1. Viridian Reveal. I'd trade that for 2 more packs. Trigon of Thought. Darksteel Mirror. Hey, a Planeswalker. All right, well, Koth. 2 and 2 red for a 3 loyalty Planeswalker. His +1 is untap target Martin. It becomes a 4/4 red elemental creature until end of turn. It's still a land. -2 is add red mana to your mana pool for each mountain you control, which is crazy. -5, you get an emblem. With mountains you control have tap to deal 1 damage to target creature or player. Also pretty amazing. And that is that. Hey, but we ended with a Koth. That's pretty cool. And some other pretty cool cards. I mean, 2 mythics and a fat pack is pretty good, I would say. You know? 2 out of 8 packs. So maybe that 9th pack that we could have potentially got might have been the Mox Opal, but it wasn't. So stay tuned for next week. We'll hit the other Mirrodin, the rest of Mirrodin, and if you want to follow along on the Patreon feed, that's where people can vote for what the next Fat Pack we open. Hopefully we'll have some constructed videos coming up soon. We're almost to that goal. Hope you had a good time. We'll talk to you again real soon. What's up, and thanks for watching this video. I produce all different kinds of content, so if you haven't yet, click on my face to subscribe. If you want to watch more videos, I've got some sweet playlists, including this one, where I open up every Fat Pack ever created. I've also got this one over here where I open just about anything vintage and old and expensive for your enjoyment. And all this is made possible by the awesome backers at our Patreon, which is linked in the description of every video. Hop on over there, check it out, see if it's something you might want to consider. If not, sit back, enjoy, and I'll still love you.